Welcome to my channel, where nightmares are born. In today's video, we have a story about a forgotten passenger. Do you ever get the feeling that you're being watched? I know I do, every time I drive at night. It seems like there are eyes peering through my windows at me wherever I go. Sometimes you can even see faces in the darkness, just barely making out their features before they vanish again, leaving you to wonder if what you saw was real or just a figment of your overactive imagination. When you see these things while driving, it's best to keep your eyes on the road ahead. Our story begins with our protagonist, Matt, who works as a rideshare driver. It's late at night, and he is just finished dropping off a fare when he gets another ping on his phone. But the pay is good for a ride this late, so he decides to take it. He drives down the unfamiliar street until he sees a young woman standing at the end of the driveway, backlit by the porch light. As he gets closer, he can make out her features. She's wearing a long coat and a hat pulled low over her face. Something about her seems familiar, but he can't quite put his finger on it. As he approaches, she asks, "Are you here for me?" Her voice is soft and raspy, like she hasn't spoken in a long time. Yeah, I'm here to pick you up," he responds. "Thank you," she says. Stepping into the car, Matt looks at her. He's trying to remember where he might have seen her before, but it's no use. He shakes his head, trying to clear it, and focuses on the road. He pulls out of the driveway and onto the street. "So where to?" Matt asks, turning on the GPS. The woman looks at him and smiles, a sad, wistful smile. "Oh, just drive," she says. "Just drive." Startled by her strange request, Matt hesitates. He's never had a fare that didn't have a destination programmed into the app. He looks at the woman, then back at the road. He knows he should keep driving, but he can't help but ask, "Can you be more specific? I need to know where to go." The woman turns away from him, staring out the window. "Anywhere," she says softly. "Just drive." There's something about her voice that makes him want to comply. So he does. He turns the wheel and heads down the road, following the GPS directions. The woman continues to stare out the window, and Matt tries to ignore her. He keeps glancing at her, though, trying to make out her features in the dim light of the dashboard. After a while, the woman speaks up. "Do you remember me?" she asks, turning to face him. Matt shakes his head. "Sorry, I don't think so," he says. The woman nods slowly. "It's all right," she says. "I didn't think you would." She turns back to the window, and Matt resumes his efforts to focus on the road. They drive in silence for a while, and Matt can't shake the feeling that he's being watched. He tries to tell himself that it's just his imagination, but he can't help but feel uneasy. As the miles pass, the unease in Matt's chest grows. He's been driving for hours, and the woman still hasn't given him a destination. He looks at her and asks, "Listen, I really appreciate the fare, but I need to know where we're going. I haven't slept in days, and I really need to get some rest." The woman turns to him and smiles sadly. "You can't get rid of me," she whispers. Her voice sends a shiver down Matt's spine. He looks at her, confused. "What?" he asks. "You can't get rid of me," she repeats. "You're stuck with me now." With that, she turns back to the window and leaves him more confused than before. Matt tries to rationalize it. Maybe she has dementia or some other condition that affects her memory. He doesn't know. All he knows is that he needs to stop driving and get some sleep. He pulls off the road and into a gas station, hoping that the woman will finally tell him where to go. He parks the car and gets out, stretching his stiff muscles. He walks into the gas station and asks for directions to the nearest hotel. The clerk looks at him, then back to the road. "You're not from around here, are you?" he asks. Matt shakes his head. "Nope," he says. "Just looking for a place to stay the night." The clerk nods. "Well, you won't find much around here," he says. "This is the middle of nowhere." Matt sighs. "Okay, then where's the nearest town?" he asks. "About 20 miles south," the clerk says, pointing to a sign that reads, "Next town. Population 438. Matt thanks him and heads back to his car. As he gets in, he hears a soft voice behind him say, "Are you sure you want to leave me here?" Matt jumps and whirls around to see the woman standing in the doorway, her eyes wide and staring. "How did you get out of the car?" he asks, his voice trembling. The woman takes a step forward. "Do you remember me now?" she asks, her eyes boring into his. Matt shakes his head, fear constricting his throat. He scrambles backwards as the woman steps out of the doorway and into the light. Her face is pale and gaunt, her eyes are wide and soulless, and her mouth is twisted into a grotesque grin. Matt screams and slams the door, locking it. He throws the car into reverse and backs away from the woman as fast as he can. As he drives away, he can hear the woman's voice echoing in his ears. "You can't get rid of me," she says. "I'm with you now." Matt drives until he sees a police car and pulls over. He explains what happened, and the police tell him to lead them to the gas station. When they arrive, they find the car abandoned. They search the area but don't find the woman. Matt never saw her again, but he could never shake the feeling that she was with him still. If you want to read more stories like this one, check out the playlist in the description below. And if you want to hear more stories from me, follow for more content. I'll see you next time.